Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool eyeing move to sign one of the best centre-backs in England. Liverpool are among a host of Premier League clubs monitoring Aston Villa defender Ezri Konsa, according to TBR Football. The reigning English champions are believed to be keeping close tabs on the 28-year-old centre-back, who is under contract at Villa Park until the summer of 2028, as an alternative to long-term target Marc Guehi. Konsa has been an integral part of Villa's squad under Unai Emery and has seen his stature grow significantly in the past couple of seasons, having helped the West Midlands club reach the Champions League in 2023-24. His ability to play both centrally and on the right of defence makes Konsa appealing to a number of top-flight clubs, with Liverpool among those who have watched the 28-year-old in the last 12 months, according to TBR Football. While Aston Villa do not plan on selling Konsa anytime soon, PSR concerns could play a part in any transfer decision regarding the defender. The Villains saw their summer window activity restricted by PSR and were also forced to sell Jacob Ramsey to Premier League rivals Newcastle. Clubs now believe they can lure other big names away from Villa, and Konsa remains one to watch, with Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham and Manchester United all keeping tabs on the 28-year-old. The England international also has interest from abroad, with Serie A duo Inter Milan and Napoli named as suitors, as well as German side RB Leipzig. Konsa, praised as one of the best centre-backs in English football, joined Villa from Brentford in the summer of 2019 and is approaching his 250th appearance for the club. The 28-year-old defender has featured in 8 of Villa's 9 Premier League games this term, making 11 appearances in all competitions to date. Villa lost both games where Konsa did not feature, including a 2-1 defeat to Dutch side Go Ahead Eagles in the Europa League last week. The West Midlands club have enjoyed a positive run of results domestically, winning their last 4 Premier League games, including a 1-0 victory over Manchester City on Sunday. Liverpool could be forced onto the market for a new central defender in 2026, with Ibrahima Konate's contract expiring after the season. The French defender's displays have been under scrutiny lately, as Liverpool's 4 straight Premier League defeats have seen them fall behind leaders Arsenal. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, contract updates, and insider reactions from Anfield. Subscribe now for daily Liverpool FC updates and breaking football news. Our second news is Liverpool offered the chance to sign world-class star for £26 million per year. Vinicius Junior's Madrid meltdown sparks Liverpool transfer buzz. Vinicius Junior's explosive reaction during El Clasico has once again ignited talk of a potential Premier League move, with Liverpool strongly linked to the Brazilian forward. As reported by Team Talk, the Real Madrid star's emotional outburst against Xabi Alonso could become a decisive turning point in his future at the Santiago Bernabéu. According to The Athletic, Vinicius was furious after being substituted in the 72nd minute of Madrid's 2-1 win over Barcelona. While heading to the bench, he vented to assistant coach Sebas Parilla, "Always me. I'm leaving the team, it's better if I leave, I'm leaving." The winger then stormed down the tunnel before reappearing later to watch the closing stages. The incident, combined with his contract tensions, has placed Madrid's hierarchy in an awkward position. Despite his glittering record of 111 goals and 87 assists in 335 games, Vinicius has reportedly told those close to him he feels uncomfortable with Alonso and unhappy with his lack of full match minutes this season. Liverpool's window of opportunity. Liverpool have been keeping close tabs on the situation for months. Transfer journalist Graham Bailey previously revealed via TBR Football that Liverpool are being kept informed about Vinicius' future, with the player open to a Premier League move. Real Madrid remain determined to renew his deal, offering a salary of €20 million, £17.5 million per year, but Vinicius is holding firm on a €30 million, £26.2 million demand including bonuses. That figure would make him one of the world's highest paid players, yet it reflects his belief that he belongs among football's elite, with Mohamed Salah's long-term future still uncertain beyond 2026, Liverpool could view Vinicius as a generational signing who could help bridge the next phase of Arne Slot's rebuild. The world-class Brazilian primarily operates from the left, meaning he wouldn't directly replace Salah, but his arrival could reshape the team's attacking dynamic. Slot's tactical considerations. Liverpool's current options on the left include Cody Gakpo, Rio Ngumaha and Federico Chiesa, while Hugo Ekitike is also capable of playing wide. None, however, carry the sheer explosiveness or individual brilliance that Vinicius possesses. His blistering acceleration, creativity, and knack for big-game moments would offer Slot a new attacking dimension. The question remains whether Liverpool's wage structure, managed by sporting director Andrea Berta, could stretch to accommodate such a marquee deal. Still, after 5 defeats in their last 6 games across all competitions, the reigning Premier League champions could benefit from a signing that reinvigorates both squad and supporters. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, contract updates, and insider reactions from Anfield. Subscribe now for daily news. Our third news is bombshell update signals major Liverpool exit. Liverpool have suffered a bombshell update that signals a high-profile update, according to reports. The Reds must react from here. Liverpool are in rotten form right now and things are set to get complicated off the pitch, too. That comes with a report that they've suffered a major setback in contract talks. Ibrahima Konate is the biggest name with an expiring contract at Liverpool, his current deal set to expire at the end of the season. The Reds have spent around a year negotiating with the defender but haven't found any sort of agreement. Making things more difficult are Real Madrid. Reports in Spain have gone big on the idea of Konate moving there for free next summer, the usual campaign when Los Blancos are big on a signing. Things look as bleak as they did with Trent Alexander-Arnold a year ago, then. And now they're looking even bleaker. Football Insider reports that Konate has rejected a new contract with Liverpool. The defender is now moving even closer to leaving the Reds and it appears there's little reason to believe that Richard Hughes and company have made decent progress. Konate nears Liverpool exit. Liverpool will soon have a huge decision to make as Konate gets closer to this exit. The centre-back market is an interesting one right now as there are 2 other major names on expiring contracts in Marc Guehi and Dayot Upamecano. If the Reds want one of the pair to replace Konate, and they very well might, then they'd need to make that decision in January. Otherwise, they risk those replacements leaving the table, too. But all we know for sure right now is that things don't look good. Konate is a first-team regular at Liverpool and one they very much do not want to lose. Let alone for free. That's the way things are heading, though, and it's difficult to see them turning around at this point. Especially with the Reds' form being so poor that Konate may just fancy a new environment. Still, there are many months to run here. Liverpool will need to decide what they want to do in around 2 months, but this is a situation that will run for the rest of the season. Unless they can get him to re-sign soon, of course. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, contract updates, and insider reactions from Anfield. Subscribe now for daily Liverpool FC updates and breaking football news. Our fourth news is Liverpool lining up January move for starting calibre centre-back wanted by Real Madrid. Liverpool have been backed to sign a magnificent player in the January transfer window, but they will face competition from Real Madrid. Carragher bemoans Liverpool crisis. The champions lost a 4th successive Premier League game on Saturday evening, with the 3-2 defeat away to Brentford continuing a scarcely believable run of poor form, and big money signings like Florian Wirtz struggling again. Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher believes this is now a genuine crisis for Arne Slot, not holding back in his criticism of the champions for Sky Sports. Losing 4 games in a row for Brentford would be a disaster. To see the champions do it with the expenditure in the summer means we're in crisis time for Liverpool right now. There will be a lot of serious questions asked in the dressing room between the players and the coaching staff and the people above the manager. When they've looked at what they've spent, they'll be looking for a lot more. Liverpool have to look at the physicality and height within their team because, right now, I don't think they have enough. Liverpool are struggling in many areas, not least in defence, with 14 goals already conceded in their first 9 league games this season. It could be that a new defender is looked at, and a fresh update has emerged regarding the Reds' winter window plans. Liverpool have been backed to sign up a magnificent player in the January transfer window, but they will face competition from Real Madrid. Carragher bemoans Liverpool crisis. The champions lost a fourth successive Premier League game on Saturday evening, with the 3-2 defeat away to Brentford continuing a scarcely believable run of poor form, and big-money signings like Florian Wirtz struggling again. Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher believes this is now a genuine crisis for Arne Slot, not holding back in his criticism of the champions for Sky Sports. Losing 4 games in a row for Brentford would be a disaster. To see the champions do it with the expenditure in the summer means we're in crisis time for Liverpool right now. There will be a lot of serious questions asked in the dressing room between the players and the coaching staff and the people above the manager. Jamie Carragher. When they've looked at what they've spent, they'll be looking for a lot more. Liverpool have to look at the physicality and height within their team because, right now, I don't think they have enough. Liverpool are struggling in many areas, not least in defence, with 14 goals already conceded in their first 9 league games this season. It could be that a new defender is looked at, and a fresh update has emerged regarding the Reds' winter window plans. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, contract updates, and insider reactions from Anfield. Subscribe now for daily Liverpool FC updates and breaking football news. Our fifth news is, the sooner you sign him, the better. Liverpool told to make ambitious move in January. After 4 consecutive defeats in the Premier League, Liverpool have dropped from first place to 7th. Arne Slot's side are now 7 points behind Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, who have now become the favourites to win the Premier League title this season. It has all turned into a disaster for the Reds after a promising start this season. Their latest defeat came against Brentford when once again, their defence looked shaky and conceded 3 goals after their failure to deal with the aerial threat of Keith Andrews' side. Liverpool have struggled defensively this season. Their defence has come under scrutiny this season and the performances of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate have been criticised. Former Reds defender Glenn Johnson has become the latest person to voice his concerns about the Liverpool defence and he wants Slot to take action soon, as early as the January transfer window. Johnson has suggested that the Merseyside club should make a move in the January transfer window to sign Crystal Palace centre-back Marc Guehi as he could be the ideal player to sort out the defensive issues at Anfield and support Van Dijk. Guehi, everyone's been speaking about him for a while, Johnson told Ace Odds, as reported by Liverpool.com. I think he's got all the credentials to slot in perfectly. More importantly for me, I think he's the right age to be able to do it with Van Dijk for a year or two. Whether Van Dijk has been himself or not is debatable, but in terms of being alongside someone you can learn an awful lot from playing with or training with or being in the dressing room with, that I think can be massive for Marc's future as well. The sooner you sign him, the better. Guehi was heavily linked with a move to Anfield in the summer transfer window. The England international even competed his medical ahead of a potential move to Liverpool, but Palace decided to pull the plug in the last minute. The defender is now set to become a free agent next summer and his availability as a free agent has alerted all the top Premier League clubs along with European giants like Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, contract updates, and insider reactions from Anfield. Subscribe now for daily Liverpool FC updates and breaking football news. Our last news is, found out, new Liverpool signing called out after Brentford defeat and it's not Alexander Isak or Florian Wirtz. Milos Kerkez was singled out as a cause for concern following Liverpool's 3-2 loss to Brentford. The £40 million signing has struggled for form since his summer arrival from Bournemouth and started on Saturday night as the Reds fell to a 4th straight Premier League defeat. It was a damaging result for the champions, who now sit 7th in the table after being well beaten by the Bees. Arne Slot's side trailed 2-0 and 3-1 at the Gtech Community Stadium, before Kerkez and Mohamed Salah pulled goals back. And while the Hungarian bagged his first goal for his new side, it proved a difficult evening otherwise as he failed to contain Brentford's right flank duo of Kevin Shade and Michael Keown. This saw his woes continue following his Anfield switch, while Liverpool's loss of form has put their title defence in serious doubt. No team has gone on to win the Premier League, having lost 4 in a row in 40 years, meaning they now have a huge challenge to defend their crown this season. A lack of defensive stability hasn't helped the Reds here, who have now conceded 21 goals in all competitions so far this term. They have had to adapt to a new-look backline, with right-back Jeremy Frimpong also joining in the summer to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, while goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili started in place of the injured Alisson against Brentford. He's been found out. Former Newcastle and West Ham manager Pardew has highlighted Liverpool's defence as a key issue, and Kerkez in particular. Speaking on TalkSport's The Final Word, he said, "Obviously the keeper's injured, and they've got this young keeper in. I wouldn't say he's been poor, but it's just a different character. You've got Kerkez, who really is struggling in that Liverpool shirt. I don't care how you dress it up, he's come from Bournemouth where he had an outstanding season, mainly through his attacking play, I have to say. He's been found out a little bit defensively, and I thought he struggled again the other night." Kerkez caught Liverpool's eye following a string of impressive displays for Bournemouth, but has found it difficult to adapt to Slot's tactics at Anfield. This was on show during his side's win over Burnley in September, when he was brutally substituted after just 38 minutes. What has gone wrong with Liverpool? While Pardew called out Kerkez for underperforming, he also found fault with the rest of Liverpool's defence, as he claimed there is a real disconnect between each individual. He continued, "Connor Bradley on the other side has always been in and out of the Liverpool team, and they're not regular, so he's on the other side. Ibrahima Konate in the middle of the back four, and Virgil van Dijk, they genuinely look like they've had a row over something." Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.